Blessed night, kings and queens, gods and goddesses, greetings, blessed night.
Welcome back to the Afro Chinny View.
We're here again, you know.
All things.
Things cool, man, you know, getting ready for school.
Right.
Well, we have first thing we have a guest tonight, but they're running a little late. Right? I was kind of shocked. I went and one of the teachers asked for help in his daughter primary school.
Right.
I went in and I was really shocked at the amount of work still to be done.
After 2 years?
After 2 years, you know. I was really shocked. But there is one of the times when I want to look at a positive side.
Right.
I was real glad to see so many parents, especially men, come out and get the time. So we spend whole day in the school. That's how I come back by you.
Yeah.
Whole day in the school. When I'm done, I feel like I work mixing cement whole day. Right? But it was nice because this is my first time. You know, I enjoy it because I know my daughter and the children that she already considered friends from the Google Classroom.
Right.
It's for them now.
Right.
I just want to stress on the fact that I was very shocked that it still had that to go and do. Honestly, Trinidad and Tobago days what I thought. When they said they asked for help, I thought to go and dust down the classroom.
Pull some wet cloth and mop and thing, yeah.
It's 2 years. It's 2 years the thing and them closed. Again, I asking these questions from a not knowing perspective, just from a thinking perspective. You have MTS. I don't know if MTS doesn't deal with primary schools.
Of course they do.
Because I don't see MTS. These primary schools have other security companies as the guards.
Okay.
Right? So I don't know if the cleaners is MTS as well. I don't know. Right? But we have MTS, which to me should be part of the mandate for that.
Yeah.
We have the Ministry of Works. You know, why parents have to go in school to do things like that? When we have these companies that could put in that work. And it's 2 years only. For the last 6 months, people could have been in school fixing schools. So some schools might have get fixed because we know that's the first thing they'll jump up and show. They will show the ones that get fixed.
Yeah.
But in this time that we're living in, is districts by district, we're not asking nobody to leave Port Spain to go San Fernando to fix a school.
No.
But it had the same MTS workers in there, it had the same Ministry of workers in San Fernando, in Bataria, in Arima. Them things we should not go through that. We should not go through that at all. But, as I say, tonight I really wanted to just focus on the fact that so many parents came out, give up that time, and do the work, and the teachers too, boy. Because the teachers that was there, I mean, I talking from what I see, and I have heard over the years one or two. I mean, when I tell my mother this, because my mother is very active in my primary school.
Right.
My mother was on the PTA.
Yeah.
My mother was involved with the national PTA as well.
Yeah.
When I was going to primary school. And my mother telling me, imagine that, you're in your 40s, you go into school since the early 80s, and this going on since then. So what really going on? We're not evolving at all for better.
It don't seem so.
Where school's not ready, and parents have to go in school.
Yeah.
To help. Now, I don't have a problem if it's a teacher want to make a certain type of upgrade that maybe not on the ministry side or whatever, they want to add something and they ask parents to come in.
Yeah.
But the basic things in it, boy.
Well, better prepare yourself to be more frustrated because you now start.
And this is my take on it, right? I cannot accept that. And I'm not going to accept that. I'm going to speak about it. I'm going to help whenever I can.
Yes. Same.
But I will always speak about it. Even if it's only one person listening to me, I have to speak about it. And if it means starting to write letters and send emails and things, because this is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Totally unacceptable.
Yeah, don't worry, man. When you start out there, still asking you for copy paper and all kind of thing, you understand. It worse, it's get worse.
That's crazy.
It is absurd.
And then you're taking all that time for me to listen to budget.
Yeah.
and budgeting for all them thing and how much billions of dollars this and billions of dollars that and thing.
And Ministry of Education getting this and getting that. Yeah.
And they still said, I had to laugh, I can't do nothing else, but they still said, I don't have a pack of paper.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not only, to me, that is not the teachers, because as I say, what I saw from them teachers and them there, boy, you had to get them homes, we say, you had to get them real pips, boy. Teachers was out in full force. I reached there at 10 o'clock in the morning, leave after 3. And I meet people there that are left there.
Right.
You know? But that thing about it reminds me about, I mean, I've been hearing that, no, actually in it because my daughter started primary school. Sorry, so now I'll be hearing it, I'll be actually getting it from her now.
Yep.
Like, I personally, like, just have certain things I say, right? So I just sell these garments I wear. I'd feel shame. When I mean shame, where you would see shame on my face. If I sell you a garment, and you come back to tell me, well, look at repair, I just wear the thing once for you. Or sell you something with a print, and you come to tell me it peel off. I shame. And I just wonder if these people are not in the positions where they're responsible for things, if they feel shame. Shame to the point of action when things like that happen. Because if I see Minister of Works and a community protesting for roads, and I go and see the road, and the road have a pothole where people pouring water in it and lying down in it. I shame if I see MP for that area, councillor, however it does go when it comes to the people that are responsible for them things.
Yeah, them thing is Jones.
If that happened in my eyes, you vote for me.
Yeah.
Imagine I come and knock on your door. I go there. Yes, constituent. I want to represent you. And see all there. I'll make sure them grass cut all the time. I'll make sure the road always clean. I'll make sure the lines always painted and taken here. And 2 years into it, I say no home Saturday evening and flip on Panorama. And seeing the same man that I knock on his door and disturb he day and call he outside. I seen he and his neighbors protesting because either they don't know water, the road by them bad, some basic infrastructure. I feel bad. My Saturday done because I know jumping up like who I could call anything. And I just real wonder, these people are them that we just elect, if they feel that way. Because honestly, I don't hear nobody something like that.
Yeah. No empathy.
No empathy. That's it. And we say in this sense, we have in this discussion in the barber shop about empathy.
Yeah.
Since we seen them on the TV every day since the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
It just come, Chief Leroy Clark used to tell me, it's a word he used to use to describe it, boy. It's like you're rigid. He said, well, then, when you're talking to me, if you know Leroy Clark, your voice is deeper. So, have love. People must feel that love when you speak.
Yeah.
You know? I don't get no feeling of love and compassion
and
empathy from no politician in this country on either side of the divide. Right? Every day they're talking to me for 2 years. Not one time I either tune in when I used to tune in or I hear it when I was watching a recap. Not one time I look at it and like, yeah boy, them really concerned boy. Never boy. And these is the people that we put to manage our affairs. Because we listen to we friends and them talk.
Yeah.
And some of we friends buy into them doing me a favor. Yeah, no politician is doing me a favor.
Yeah, we put you there to work.
I put you there to work and I pay you a salary better than the job that I go in and work in. You ain't doing me no favor.
Yeah.
And nobody didn't force you to take that job.
Correct.
You
petition.
Yeah,
you petition. We apply for that work.
Why? And you ain't come and apply in front of one person.
No, you come with full pomp and ceremony.
And you apply to thousands of us.
Yeah.
Try to convince thousands of us. And now, some of the same people you apply to convince that it's the other way around. You know, them doing me. No politician ain't doing me no favor. That salary you get in there, that should be enough for you to live on. I don't care what nobody say. In today's world, because fuel prices was just, I like the rate it was adjusted. What does that mean?
It going up.
It going up, it raised.
Yeah.
And what's the age-old additive in Trinidad and Tobago that? Once the fuel raise,
Everything else
Everything
raised.
else going to raise. No, we just had price fears increase.
Yeah.
Right? Not even 6 months ago. So now we have fuel just increase again. I have no price adjustment. That's to not make you realize and not make you see. It raise. But their salaries now, they want to, the life they live based on the kind of money they had access to in other business and things. I remember we hear politicians say they can't live on the salary. Yeah, 2 politicians, if I'm not mistaken, they'd say that, right? But the people that vote for you,
Living on half.
what half?
Less than.
I would give a number. Of course, I don't have no statistics to back it up.
Right.
All we have is the fact that the conversations we have in and out and our own experiences. But I think that probably 70% of the country working for less than half or sometimes quarter of what an MP makes. Paying rent, light, transport, groceries, you understand?
And sending your children to school.
Sending them to school and all kind of thing. On $4,000, $5,000 when the month come. Sometimes one parent, 2, 3 children, one child. So for you to watch me, knowing that most of the country living on that kind of money, and tell me nearly 20 grand, how much ever is our MP salary, plus perks, traveling allowance, meal allowance, food and all that kind of thing. It's not enough for you. Then I don't want you there. You should never put yourself up for that. If you can make more money in your private capacity, by all means go and do that.
Right.
I have no problem with that. But don't come as somebody that put yourself out there to represent me. Knowing in advance. You know what's the salary in advance?
Correct, because you sign up for the job.
You sign up for the work.
It wasn't free. It's not a layman service.
You understand?
It's not a charitable organization.
Don't come to tell me after you sign up for the work and in the work some years. You know, and has been amazement listening to the people who support political organizations. Because I'm going to tell you one thing about me as Orisha Lashe Ogelana. It's good governance I work. We would sit here and talk about the Afro-Trini view. Because we are about the betterment of ourselves as African people.
Yes.
But when I talk about government and governance, I talk about good governance for the country, and that includes all ethnicities.
Yeah.
Right? And it is possible for all of we to live nice. But the problem that we have is greed.
Greed, yeah. Yeah, because now more than ever you're realizing that people getting into politics for self-gain. It's no longer about the people. They claim it's about the people.
You have to say that.
Right? But we seeing every year, every 4 years, 5 years, they're telling me budget for housing is this. Or they build how much of 100 a house, and it still have people who paying rent at $2,000 and $3,000 a month, but cannot get a mortgage.
That's crazy, eh?
That is insane. That is
and
insane.
And these people are not trying to change that, you know. They're not trying to change that, and people are trying to defend that, boy.
But it's affordable housing.
If I could pay $2,000, first things first, I find if you could pay from $2,000 rent, you should be able to get a mortgage.
But at the prices the HGC houses are going at, you're supposed to get a mortgage at that.
I am 43 years old, renting since I was 21 years old. What that would have mean if it had something realistically targeting, I mean, when I moved out, my first rent was $500 a month. Right? I paid that rent for 2 years. We have anything catering for that? I always use this example.
Catering for?
Rent, when you're paying rent like say $1,000 a month, you're renting a little 1 bedroom. No, they would tell me you're unrealistic and you're naive now. But I asked them, so let's look at this. We have a huge fast food industry in this country. And not just fast food for from the smaller thing, we're talking about the conglomerates, where they post millions of dollars profit every year. And as I always said, that I imagine the company you're working for posting millions of dollars in profit every year. But that is not a prestigious work.
It's not a prestige to work there.
You understand what I'm saying to you? That is like a last resort. You know, you just needed to take because you had to mind it, right?
Yeah.
But so let's just say this is where you work, because you have people who work there, make careers outside, you know, you improve, you go up to manager, supervisor, whatever. You telling me, right? The people working in the fast food industry will never own a home based on the requirements and the money necessary under our present way of doing things. So owning a home is only for people who make kind of $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 when the month comes in. That is that, and that's what it is. And it saddens me to hear people come out to defend them system. Very well, even better than defend, to justify them system.
Them houses is trump card. For when election come, you know, you could buy a little vote here and there. That's what it is.
Oh, what them give you? I ain't gave me nothing. No minister, MP, whoever, ain't push the hand in the pocket from their personal savings, build a house that costs $400,000 to build, and then gain me for $100,000. No! You know, use the money.
Public purse.
For what it is, how the government does get money? Sale of natural resources, taxation, and whatever businesses the government's involved in, right? That's the national money. And he says, why you turn around to tell me now you give me you ain't give me nothing? If you give me, if you give me a house, sign it over to me and I don't have to pay a dime.
You give me something.
You give me something.
Yeah.
But once I had to go through that process, and I hear people talk about that process, but you know people talk about waiting for 20 years?
Okay guys, 40. I applied when I was 17, bro. I've never gotten a phone call, never gotten an update. I ain't looking for it again. I'm not looking for it again.
And that is the reality we're facing, and people justifying that, boy. Yeah. You know, so I mean, you see where we start. We start off at, we are still doing schools, even though schools are closed for 2 years, even though it have agencies to deal with that. But you see how much I think we could have tied into that. Because we're going from that and we reach housing. But it ain't going far from that because all of them showing you that it broken that not connected somewhere along the line to make things flow smoothly. And personally, I think it's not really a break. You know, you hose your water hose and you turn it in a certain kind of way.
Kink.
Yeah, it has a little bit of water going through. You see that little bit of water that going through?
Yeah.
That water in all who want and need to get water. But not everybody. You understand? And I think that is what it is going on. And until we address that, we could sit down here and talk till we more dry. Thing won't change.
At all.
So let me take a little break and come back, you know them now.
All right.
Clothing line is all about opening the black man's mind, all about reminding us as how beautiful we are for the near or far, yeah. Oh, the clothing line features t-shirts, checks, polos and shirts. Oh, dashiki, lady v-neck, lady tank top and baby tees, yeah. Dresses and cotton bags and hats and many more. Oh, and the Nubian experience.
National remembrance and solace for the victims of COVID-19. The people of Trinidad and Tobago have suffered dearly over the past 2 years. With over 3,700 registered COVID-19 fatalities, our people have endured the most catastrophic COVID outcomes in the world. Many have experienced loss of a friend, a neighbor, a colleague, or even a spouse, parent, grandparent, or a child. Collectively, we must help bear this burden. The fortunate among us who have kept our loved ones must reach out with a spirit of love, compassion, communion, and faith. Please join us at the Inshan Ali Park in Kufa on April the 10th, 2022 from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. as we yield our spirit to the healing of our society and our beautiful country.
On Saturday, May 7th, get ready for Mother's Day show with a difference. Iba 2, The Transformation, Naparima Bowl Amphitheater. Showtime 6 p.m. Performances by Empress Ajay.
We were made to serve God.
Terry Lyons.
I said they walking. Granny say, girl, you have to die your life.
Freetown Collective.
Million people coming down, dancing to a song.
Banjala.
The drumming of the queen of the ancient
Wasafoli Performing Company, Lois Lewis, Shiva Manik and Jar. Special feature by Soul Oasis Cultural Ambassadors. A Mother's Day show with a difference. Come, let's celebrate the feminine divine energies. Iba 2, The Transformation. For tickets, contact 482-3111, 343-2526, 678-2843, and Naparima Box Office on the day of the event. On Saturday, May 7th, get ready for Mother's Day show with a difference. Iba 2, The Transformation, Naparima Bowl Amphitheater. Showtime 6 p.m. Performances by Empress Ajay.
We were made to serve God.
Terry Lyons.
I said they walking. Granny say, girl, you have to die your life.
Freetown Collective.
Million people coming down, dancing to a song.
Banjala.
The drumming of the queen of the ancient
Wasafoli Performing Company, Lois Lewis, Shiva Manik and Jar. Special feature by Soul Oasis Cultural Ambassadors. A Mother's Day show with a difference. Come, let's celebrate the feminine divine energies. Iba 2, The Transformation. For tickets, contact 482-3111, 343-2526, 678-2843, and Naparima Box Office on the day of the event.
So we're back. Oh, I guess it's here, finally. Mr. Chanerpaul Ramsey. What we done?
Boom. Well, thanks for the invite. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a focused journey as a painter of Trinidad, you know, in terms of like coming up as an artist, you know, it's a whole long story. But anyway you want to start from, you know?
Well, since I know you as an artist,
Yeah.
right, I know you,
Pharoah S Ramsey.
right, painting, positivity, because you know,
Yeah.
like part of we sit down here on the Afro-Chin view, strictly positivity, we are no negativity. We're looking at betterment for African people,
Yeah.
right? Tell us a little bit about how you started painting and where your painting has taken you.
Okay, well, I paint all over Trinidad and Tobago, capture the scenes, and even I believe in like change to see where like leaders, yeah, okay, for instance, right? What about the future? The future generations now. So they will see their leaders playing instruments, positive notes, and it will leave a positive vibration now. So when you're growing up now, it change the negative into positive, and the art in the community is expensive, meaning that 10,000 it was paid for, and I love doing it in the communities because they appreciate it now. And not just that, the Pharaoh himself in the communities, they appreciate me.
What make you stick with art?
Just the love for it, basically. Just the love. Painting. Even though if I can't afford it, I'll paint it for free, you know. It's always a respect and a blessings, you know.
And how long you painting?
Well, from the age of 3, mixing paint, messing up the walls.
Right. Getting licks.
Yeah, all that in it. But again, you know, as an African leader, you know, we have to stay focused. And focus meaning that life is like the roller coaster now. It's just obstacles they put in the physical world for me to be distracted, but internally stay focused. No matter what you're going through, stay focused.
So I fortunate to know you long enough to see evolution in your work. Right? I remember when I had just started knowing you.
Yeah.
You did plenty sceneries, and I'm kind of thinking about now I see you morph and you walk to, you know, plenty faces. Some of your paintings telling a story about what Africans went through and thing. What influenced that change?
Well, real Africans, you know, we don't follow the books or, you know, be in tune just like the animal. Meaning that they see man as, you know, an animal now, boy. And from that transparency, you know, we worship the sun because the sun is the highest light in the universe. The sun record all stories and the whole time being now, boy. So the sun does also give gifts. And, you know, the sun is the light, the sun is the truth. And to see the changes now is like we bring a light in the communities, you know, upliftments now.
So your works, you do plenty community work. I see you was down at Roots Yard last week.
Yeah.
Right? And you keep mentioning community. So like were you from your community? You just actually do painting outside where people could see you and stuff?
Well, right now I'm working on my temple. Right? I must finish my temple, and my temple could be like a place where I could see all my works.
Right.
But I've done works in the community, I didn't capture the scene. I have a video called I Live Twice on YouTube. It's sponsored by Power Gen and Ministry of Arts.
Right.
You know, I must thank them for the supplies and such too as well.
Right.
And the art that's bringing our communities together now.
Agreed.
You know, and it's just the song, a tone, a vibration.
Right.
So I could look forward in the future to hearing Pharoah S Ramsey, like community tours with the art.
Well, right now, what are you doing? We're on a cruise right now to do a live painting on a boat, you know, with DJ Hottie, you know, I must big up the youths, you know. Not just myself alone, but, you know, it have many youths too, you know, who are about the changes too as well.
Right.
But to go forward, we must accept the change, and we'll go forward.
Right.
Tell me about this in front of you, you know.
So this now here is basically Kiddo playing pan, Biscuits with the guitar, Dum Dum, Georgie with the piano, and I love to see when children now, you know, see this and they look up to their leaders as someone, you know, positive now.
Right.
And even just like the government, even though the government do a lot of bad things, we still portray them as something good. What about the community leaders now? even though they do bad things, are we gonna just vanish them as evil or as devil? Or will we see the change in man, meaning that human can change and we change while we grow? You know, a person 10 years will have to be the same person the next 10 years.
Right,
So
right.
just like the government, they do their bad and they still portray it as good. The leaders now is the same man, so portray them as good, so you'll get a good vibration.
Alright.
You was? So I doing this painting now is like it symbolize the power in change number, because for he to support it with 10,000, you know, and people in the area, you know, Pharoah, and it's that. So by myself saying that now, it will be worldwide now, meaning that, okay, you're going to come to Trinidad to really see a criminal, and it's just like the government now. You're not going to come to Trinidad now. You have to portray everyone as good now, because they have the generations coming up, and the views now will be that, okay, it's Trinidad, and once it's at Trinidad, you could go anywhere. You could go, it's cool, you know. And I doing this painting now, and many more to come, is a whole selection with instruments.
Okay.
What is you trying to do? You're trying to basically use things that we see in a negative way in a positive way to reach younger people.
Correct. So look big, for instance, right? I must say Abu Bakr.
Right.
Everybody know Abu Bakr is this, who? Abu Bakr, hey! But Abu Bakr now is like, that's one of my major role models to her, because what he did for Trinidad and Tobago, he did a citizen arrest. A coup now is something different when they try to take over the whole countries, meaning that if it was a coup, it would have Muslims take over the whole of Port of Spain or South, the whole country would have been locked down. But when they take in the coup and they zoom into it, the coup was only by the Red House. It was a citizen arrest. Other leaders like Castro, those was the leaders who really do a coup. So people who view like Bakr, well, hey, meaning that is a right to take control the country then.
I hear people, I actually hear people
View it like
that, break it down like that, that people were very dissatisfied with some of the decisions made by the government. And as we was talking earlier, is we hired them.
Yeah.
Well, look at that, yes. Look at that.
You know, we hired them.
Yeah.
And I've heard people say that's how they view it now, that these people were disenfranchised about it. And we hire them, but we have no way to fire them unless we wait till another election.
Yeah.
But sometimes that can be real detrimental. That time frame,
Could be detrimental.
when you disenfranchise them, could be real detrimental to the growth of the country.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know,
So
I hear people.
now thinking back in Africa now, right? I want to know if we really in 2022, because remember at the end of the day, the ancestors years never stop, you know, the spirit continue to live on. So
well, we understand that.
by myself saying that now, right? The time frame never stop.
Right.
Is basically showing you now, right? Pharaoh, the military, right? The ministers, right? That left foot forward system, right? A whole continent like Africa, and we had no prisons, no police. And mankind was seen as more animals long time, more tribalism, more, you know,
Warriors.
more warriors. And to see we so modernized now, we putting humans in jail still in 2022. And it's just an island, when you do check it too. It's just an island. So yeah, I have to really teach people how to live, and we resolve everything. And that going from straight from school, straight from the guidance have to be there. Or you just create a mess and clean up your same mess.
Well, I ain't seen much of the cleaning up,
Yeah, we see plenty of
I
this.
definitely agree.
Well,
with
look at that,
a lot of mess
Well,
being
look
created.
at that. Well, look at
You
that.
know, but the people that, for me, some of the people that be creating the mess, they come in where they not be living, create the mess, and then leave and go.
Yeah.
And we are to live in the mess and all the consequences of the mess now.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we as people, we in charge. Meaning that we give these people responsibility to really provide for us.
Yep.
To be in this universe and to be in this lifetime, it's precious. Each human, so precious to be here today, right now. To be under any kind of strains or means or frustration, the people we put in charge, we really have to let them know, well, hey, it's hard here. And it's simple to change, in which, again, going back way before now, a whole half a country, Pharaoh, just military and no jails. So when I do check the high science in it now, we could do things in this modern days to just live eco-free. Eco-free.
You have paintings depicting that.
Yeah.
That idea of
Yeah.
questioning authority,
Yeah.
telling them we're dissatisfied with your service,
Yeah.
and we want you. You have works depicting that.
Yeah.
Tell me somebody you did murals and things like you had a mural by his Power Gen.
Oh, by Power Gen wall. Yeah, well, same. So you see how long I painting people with pan now.
Yeah, was the hills are Lavantil, yeah.
Well, yeah, the hills are Lavantil.
Yeah.
That was a competition with Power Gen now, and that was, I think I was either in Form 5 in Belmont. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, that was a school competition, yeah.
Yeah, and well, right now.
It's still there?
Yeah, well, it's down south right now, yes. It's down south right now.
And it's big.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's huge. And Power Gen, one thing I like with them, they continue to, fund art supplies, so the artists could continue paint now.
Much respect to Power Gen for that.
Yeah, much respect,
Yeah.
much respect.
But, and also the Ministry of Arts. But, one thing I must say though, artists of Trinidad and Tobago, it's for everyone now. So I as Pharaoh, I'm making art for every single body. I not, just up to say, well, painting is just for the rich, I painting for all classes. And also, I must big up places like Roots Yard and Think Art Studio. These are
Places that give you opportunity to come and do it.
correct.
Yeah.
And there's places in which, is a balanced place, meaning that you could be Muslim, Hindu, Baptist, wherever you is, you can.
Well, it's Trinidad and Tobago, and that's one thing we had to love the country for.
Yeah.
That it
That's
for
important.
most times, you do have to
Correct.
study that now.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Alright. So we have to take a little break.
Yeah, we go take a break and we come back.
Come back.
Yeah.
Oh, this clothing line is all about opening the black man's mind. All about reminding us as how beautiful we are for the near or far, yeah. Oh, the clothing line features t-shirts, checks, polos and shirts. Oh, dashiki, lady v-neck, lady tank top and baby tees, yeah. Dresses and cotton bags and hats and many more. Oh, and the no beyond experience.
The COVID-19 Transparency Advocacy Group of Trinidad and Tobago, NATOC, and the Pushback Movement invite you to an afternoon of national remembrance and solace for the victims of COVID-19. The people of Trinidad and Tobago have suffered dearly over the past 2 years. With over 3,700 registered COVID-19 fatalities, our people have endured the most catastrophic COVID outcomes in the world. Many have experienced loss. Loss of a friend, a neighbor, a colleague, or even a spouse, parent, grandparent, or a child. Collectively, we must help bear this burden. The fortunate among us who have kept our loved ones must reach out with the spirit of love, compassion, communion, and faith. Please join us at the Inshan Ali Park in Kufa on April the 10th, 2022 from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. as we yield our spirit to the healing of our society and our beautiful country.
On Saturday, May 7th, get ready for Mother's Day show with a difference. Iba 2, The Transformation, Naparima Bowl Amphitheater. Showtime 6 p.m. Performances by Empress Ajay.
We were made to serve God.
Terry Lyons.
I said they walking. Granny say, girl, you have to guide your life.
Freetown Collective.
Million people coming down, dancing to a song.
Bangela.
To the drumming of the queen of the ancient
Wasafoli Performing Company, Lois Lewis, Shiva Manik and Jar. Special feature by Soul Oasis Cultural Ambassadors. A Mother's Day show with a difference. Come, let's celebrate the feminine divine energies. Iba 2, The Transformation. For tickets, contact 482-3111, 343-2526, 678-2843, and Naparima box office on the day of the event.
So we're back again. Yeah, we're surrounded by the works of the Pharaoh. Right? One of the things I wanted to get into is, you have any exhibitions coming up? Or you plan to do any exhibitions right now?
Well, right now, I'll need more materials somewhere.
Right. So you're building up?
Yeah, I'm building up right now. So more materials, more sponsors, remember again, I do all kind of art. So the art is for everyone.
Right.
That birthdays, So your paintings could also be viewed in the expedition too as well.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say you mentioned just now that you're building up a temple. When I hear you say that, I automatically think, and I just talk about Chief Leroy Clark. You ever went by Chief Leroy Clark?
Well,
You went there?
yeah, when they're
Right, so that's what my mind run on when you say you're building a
but
temple.
when not Leroy Clark, boy, as I bring that spirit, boy, oh God, boy, Leroy Clark, boy,
You know, as a giant. Is it his home? Is it something like that? Your temple is going to be like?
well, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
look forward
my
to seeing that.
temple now, it could be same, from the dreams. That's what make this Pharaoh real, because we're from the dreams now, but, and the I live twice is the real spirit from our Isis, enter the universe, and all that is captured in painting. So we have the universal paintings, and it's a mixture of everything that's going on in this future right now.
So I have a question, because I'm looking at your art. Tell me a little bit about this one here. Because I know who it is, but tell me where's the inspiration behind it.
Well, this one here now, it's real feelings behind this painting. Meaning that I was really doing it for Papa, and the day before, he just passed. But this painting was also in the Red House, Rotunda Gallery, and I must thank them for displaying the artwork.
Right.
And it's basically showing Papa playing bass, down in Silas, and the bass, the exposure, everybody, whoo! When they do taking the painting.
Right.
And again, it is a powerful bass in which to be a leader, and it's all leaders. To be a leader, is really an instrument really had to play, and it symbolizes the bass, he play for the people, and a bass also which will make the future generation go into music.
Right.
We are to accept, the music in which is a form of art now.
Right.
And it's real lifestyle stories, so it go have those things.
Right. Alright, and tell me about this one across here. Who's your Rasta?
And this one now is Sunday now playing pants and Viscous with the guitar and Georgie playing the piano.
Okay.
You was and the one of the most amazing things to is I don't know him and he just called for a painting. And when I just do the painting, again is the reaction to the little trend, the energy of the positive now. And see now he support that. Well again, I painting it, the art I painted, and it's that. So again, it's for the younger generation to build, or however they want to put it in the music. And mind you, I'm not telling nobody to put on no guns or anything like that. Because somebody holding a gun in the ghetto could mean somebody trying to defend the family. Or so basically promoting a positive vibes. A positive vibes which when the future come now, the paintings could live thousands of years. And that generation now will be, into the music. And you don't see the youths today again, they're into the music, where if they promote it negatively or violence, they're into the music. So it's about all accepting the yin yang, you call it, the full moon, the yin yang,
The bad.
the good and the bad, and take the bad into good.
Is my
Little good and bad.
my
little
thing
good
with
and
that today. My thing with that today is that we real focused on the bad, because we music really reflecting one track,
Yeah.
and the negativity that music does promote affects us as African people in our community, right? And I find it hard to sit down and just try to simplify it as the music and expression ourselves, because you can't tell me the only thing you see living in that community is that negativity that you're singing. And the negativity is very graphic, right?
Clear.
So while I'm not saying that it's not happening, and a musician ain't go sing about it, you can't tell me that is the only thing that we're singing about, because look how you turn around the paintings of the people and show them in a light.
Yeah.
That could inspire young people. Because we all know some of them have a lot of influential powers. So, seeing them playing a pan or a guitar might inspire you to say, I always like the guitar or there's someone I'm going to try it now, I look at the music the same way.
Yeah.
We hear any music. We went to school. We went to school at that time.
Oh, look at that, the times again.
Yeah, but you see, again, I can't accept it as just the times.
Yeah.
Because when me and he went to school together, we had music doing that same thing.
Yeah.
But we also had balance.
We had that balance. When Bounty sing Batman Kill for Fun,
Yeah,
Sizzler tell him killing is not a part of our policy.
yeah,
You understand? My problem today, this is just my opinion,
yeah.
that it have no kind of balance in that. So all that
No kind of
is there to influence the young people
Yeah.
is that boss is called, kill this one, kill that one.
Yeah.
That can't be the only thing. And then we want to talk about time and time and time. What time we're going to have
Yeah.
if you do have
Yeah.
a lifespan?
So that is why I don't want to do check it now. This painting is for $6 million. And if they so want to promote something positive, promote it positive and leave it as that.
When will you so you did like we do with Roots Yard,
Yeah.
right? How something like that has come about? Is it that they reach out to you, you reach out to them?
Okay, well, you can inbox me on Instagram, Pharoah S Ramsey. Event bookings could be something like weddings, roots yard. Basically a live painting being done by yourself. In a bedroom, you want to do a new painting, strip your clothes, a painting, Friday, that contract. That is it.
Yeah, so you're basically taking it to the next level because you now say something that I never hear, I never study, but it might be something unique. You getting married
Yeah.
and somebody painted a portrait right there in your
And when people know me too, they know a fast funny brush, meaning that.
I never studied that. That might be a punchline there. That might be a business line. I never. But think about that now. While the photographer is snapping,
Yeah, painting, portrait
you
painting.
get a portrait.
And under your own original copy.
Yeah, it
and
has-
if you want to sell your own work, you could.
You could do
come
that.
to me
Yours, you don't pay.
Correct.
Yeah. I like that.
And it is vibes.
Yeah.
So you ever get any calls for that?
For mobile roots here, I don't know again.
No, but besides that, now like a wedding.
A wedding.
Or a christening.
But actually,
Or
I have a
birthday
wedding.
party.
I have a wedding book right now in Tobago.
To do that?
Yeah, to do that. So you
I
will
hope you
see.
document it so we can see.
Yeah, but well, right now, again, support the artists and everything getting documented. And that's something we ancestors do too as well now.
Of course.
We document we life now, man.
Yeah.
And again, if we document we life first, BC, mean the time before Christ, everything that documented after that period is false information. And black people is the sun people.
That's another
Sun
show.
people.
Let me take a break.
That is a whole.
Yeah.
Day, May 7th. Get ready for Mother's Day show with a difference. IBA 2, The Transformation. Naparima Bowl Amphitheater. Showtime 6 p.m. Performances by Empress Ajay,
We were made to serve God.
Terry Lyons,
I said they walk it.
Granny say, girl, you have to guide your life.
Freetown Collective,
Million people coming down, dancing to a song.
Bangela,
The drumming of the queen of the ancient
Wasafoli Performing Company, Lois Lewis, Shiva Manik and Jar. Special feature by Soul Oasis Cultural Ambassadors. A Mother's Day show with a difference. Come, let's celebrate the feminine divine energies. IBA 2, The Transformation. For tickets, contact 482-3111, 343-2526, 678-2843, and Naparima Box Office on the day of the event.
Yes, and we
So
back.
we back.
Pharaoh, tell the people
Well-
how to reach you now.
It's Pharoah S Ramsey, and the contact, business purposes, 391 81 49.
391 8949.
No, 391
391
81
8149.
8149.
Plenty
Right.
vibes on our phone number, man.
Legit.
Yeah.
Right. Saying it's not only paintings alone you do.
Oh, well, all materials. So if you want a wood carving of yourself, a concrete structure of yourself, statues, anything you call, any material I
You
work
doing that
with.
too?
And we use the tools good.
Hmm.
And it's that.
Alright. Alright. So sculptures and things.
Yeah, sculptures, I have sculptures and things, I have work, to display. So it's not just paintings,
Okay.
So that Pharoah S Ramsey is on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Pharoah S Ramsey on Instagram
Yeah.
and on
And
Facebook.
on Facebook, yeah.
Right. But we're looking forward to hearing about our exhibition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do any work with ISIAD at all? ISIAD. ISIAD.
Isiad, no.
You hear about them?
No, but Isiad, no, I heard about
Or we go call them, we will
Yeah,
put you in
we'll pull it
contact with
together,
them.
yeah.
We will
Yeah.
put
That
you
would be
in
nice.
contact with them, yeah. Right, there's a support artists
Serious?
and in many different ways.
Oh, well, good vibes, yes.
Yeah.
Good
Right,
vibes.
so Ramsey, even though you're jumping a little late, we thank you for coming through.
Yeah.
We want to wish you all the best and all the bless on your journey
Yeah.
called life. Right, bringing positive works via your art, telling your story via your art.
Yeah.
And I like how you ain't afraid to put big prices to your artwork.
Yeah.
I like that. That's one of the things I feel Chief Leroy Clark Robo for you.
Oh, boy.
Right? Because we get real accustomed to that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So strength and powers to you. All the best and all the blessed. Do move off of your path. Don't let people pull you off of your path because you have a talent where you can do all kind of thing with it.
Yeah.
Since I meet you, you seem to be on a positive path.
Yeah.
And I
And
always remember that.
always positive, And that's the journey there.
Right? I feel real good. I remember at that time you had works exhibited in the library.
Yeah.
I remember I passed through.
Yeah.
And I feel real because at that time you were still going to school or you didn't know finish
Yeah.
school.
No, still in school, yes.
Right.
I'm selling paintings since I'm in school.
Right?
And I
You
just
know,
walked around crying through the journey.
Following your career and things.
Yeah.
I like how you turn it into a career.
Yeah.
Following it and things. Seeing that you can go places.
Well, I don't go Egypt before the year done,
Alright?
Alright.
Well, I
Speak
said,
it to them.
hey,
Wood
you
song
know?
and power,
I don't go Egypt before the year done, man.
Alright.
What's your intention for going to Egypt?
Again to capture the scene,
Aye.
to deal with the spirits,
Right.
and it's that.
Right. Say no.
Yeah, and it's that.
So, folks, Pharoah S Ramsey, young African artist, young African artist,
Artist, yeah.
right? Contact him. Say the numbers one more time. Say the number one more time.
3918149.
Right, and over here you will find some real unique. I mean that
Opportunities,
one.
yeah.
That one stick out to me. Wedding. And everybody have a picture, but you have an actual painting that was done in the wedding.
Yeah.
I think that's something could catch on.
Yeah.
I really think that's something that could catch on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Support, I keep saying it, support is action.
Action
black
with
people.
Action with.
You can't tell me you supported me.
Yeah.
That is not good enough.
Yeah.
No other ethnic group does that. We're the only people that say, I like what you're doing. But you ain't have one Nubian experience piece in your closet.
Yeah.
You ain't have a leaflet from Pharoah S Ramsey.
Yeah.
You never take a trip by Swaggy to send somebody by Swaggy. I like what you're doing.
Yeah.
That is not support. And nobody can get vexed when you tell them that more than black people.
Yeah.
So you can't
But
talk
that's the
support.
reality towards it, And that is why now, like me now, plenty people say, well, you switch up or really and truly you had to focus on do what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, when I see you again, you know, you had to understand. You had to uplift yourself and upgrade yourself at the same time.
Correct.
Spend time to know yourself.
Correct.
You know, and that goes for all artists. No matter how the times is, you know.
Right.
Find time to know yourself.
Know yourself. Introspection.
Keep doing what you love.
Before we head out, I want to mention two things. You have to look out for We Market coming up again.
Yeah.
Boom.
Aye.
Right? Tomorrow, the brothers in Belmont, back Belmont, having the second annual Easter Cup. I just want to wish them all the best and all the blessed.
Yeah.
Because I am a firm believer that sports is a real good way to reach
the
black youth.
Yeah.
Save them from that life
Crime.
of crime.
Yeah.
And this is the second time they did have a Sunday sweat that is going. And this is the cup that come out of it. This is the second time they're doing it. So I just want to wish them all the best. It's tomorrow in the savannah, close to Juvenile side there.
Okay.
Right?
But one thing, I'm sorry to cut you off there, boy. And I must say this too, you know. You see them athletes and them, you have to pay close attention to them ministers of sports and things, you know, because the athletes and them not getting paid. They come like they're not even getting paid to run. You are showing you, and even though they get a big money, they cutting it down with a slice. You are showing you. So the sports in Trinidad had to get a shake up because we have professional Trinidadians in Trinidad and Tobago, and the sports need more funding, and the athletes could live off of just running now.
Yeah, I agree with that. So,
boom,
we out of time.
Yeah.
But thank you for passing through. Right? We go thing. All you. Be safe out there. Live in love. Look out for one another.
Yeah.
Right? We can't feel if we do that.
We out.
Goodness.
Yeah.